Do I have what it takes to be the king of spades? I'm pushing all my chips to the center of the table. I quit my job. I'm out here walking the tightrope with no safety net. I want to tell y'all my story. I'm not going to start this story out in the studio or on the stage with flashing lights. Nah. Come to think of it, if I want to tell this story right, I got to begin by having a conversation that's long overdue. Did anyone in your family, like aunts or uncles or anything, play instruments?
Not really. Since I was little, I love music. I love music for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see my family really play music.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I love music. I want to play my music.
This is my dad. His name is Joseph, but most people call him Zoe. He immigrated from Haiti to New York City in 1974. He went to Brandeis High School in Manhattan, where apparently he crushed it in soccer and earned the nickname Lil Pele. My dad and I never really had the type of relationship a father and son might hope for. Frankly, I don't really know much about the guy. But as I look forward to the next chapter of my life, having just quit my job and left a 10-year relationship with my ex, I think about what I want the future to look like. And I say, better late than never to start making sense of the past in an effort to welcome what might be to come. Zion was born, and then 2 years later, I was born. And then about 2-3 years later, then Sabine was born. Leonie was way down the line. I think a lot these days about having kids and about what it would be like to be a father. What advice would you give to me?
Well, when I see those kids come in, I have to stay in the house for me to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
For those kids to stay happy. Because
Yeah.
they come in to this earth, they have to do the mother, the father. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I was feeling. But the way but since we never got the time to stay together to talk to each other. That's the way it is.
To communicate
Together, and that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's supposed to be. But
Mm-hmm.
we never have a time like that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like when I was I don't know, around 13, when you and mom separated, I was always kind of upset as a kid because I felt the same way about you. I felt that I never got the time to get to know you.
I'm in the train station right now, but we in BK. We at Utica Ave right now, bro. About to get the A to the F over there, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you too. Once I get off the train, bro, I just need a slice of pizza, bro, and then I'm Action Jackson after that, bro.
Okay, yeah. You thinking where you want to get sliced?
Yo, we probably gonna get off. We probably gonna get off at Delancey. Bro, they got the Ratatouille DJ in here, bro. God damn, bro. New York City, you look. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
I'm a villain too. Yeah, Lex Luthor. Yeah. Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry. I put my team up on my back and then I gave him 30.
Type
got
shit.
flavor to it, you know?
Type shit.
Women's execution. Yeah, kick game crucial. Yeah, schooler like a tutor. Yeah, I'ma come through. All about the moolah. Yeah, hallelujah. I'm a villain too.
Yo, what you telling me?
Yo, it's the word.
My older brother is kind of my hero. The first time I ever went to a studio, it was to watch him record a single. I was about 11. The thing about Zion is he's very sure of himself. This is gonna sound kind of crazy, but in 30 years, I don't think I've ever seen him go to anyone for advice about anything. That confidence comes off in his music. There's no second guessing.
You in the crib right now?
Yeah, what you doing?
I'm on the road. I just seen that bitch you call. I went to go play ball this morning.
Oh yeah? How's that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really regretting it because I needed the workout. Let me run around and figure this shit out, and I'll rub on you before 6 if anything.
You saying you want to hear that back? Cool.
We was young, it was live on Linux. I'm from Vivis, if I could get it. They were saying we died jealous. Bro, homie was writing them letters. No false money around us. Break bread, we build his houses. New trap like we catching mouses. My dogs ain't sparing no house cats. My view way better than downstairs. No hands, she wanna jump in the Tesla.
It's always going to record on here. You don't got to worry about which one it's going to be on. And if I need to do it again, just press Z and it'll undo and it'll automatically go back to the same spot. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, these phases of life getting epic. And a wonderful creature. The good king doesn't think in terms of what he can do for himself. He thinks in terms of what he can do for those who have given him their loyalty. In this way, it's far more important, the kingsman, than the king himself. The jack of diamonds the queen of clubs, the ace of spades, the joker.
Because, like, who knows? Like, some shit could go viral, and it might not even have a whole lot to do with your direct posting. It could be the right people find your songs.
But I'm gonna say, dropping single on Tuesday, and then either the following week or the week after that, or the Tuesday after that, I'm just gonna say that the whole album is dropping. And then hopefully by then I have a date solidified on the album release party.
Okay.
You know, so basically idea being, I'm gonna gatekeep the album for like maximum 2 more weeks. And in that time, there's going to be a single dropping. And it just gives me a little bit of time to do some fun about to drop the album stuff.
Why'd you do that?
This is your last night, bro.
This is my cousin Dean. Dean is a snapshot of Harlem, a time in a bottle kind of guy, unapologetic. When I got robbed a few years back at gunpoint for a bunch of cash I made promoting a party, Dean dropped everything, made a couple of phone calls, and had the whole hood out looking for these scumbags that jacked me. Never got that money back, but just seeing how much he had my back was a lesson money can't buy.
I have, okay. So, but I mean, it's
Cat Williams lookalike.
Here, see that?
No, we're not doing that.
I have, my shit's, I do cab races every day. Like. It's been calm. I just did Iceland, like Paris for a quick little stint, but now I feel like I'm home though. Over here, I feel like I'm home in London. No, so it's like no flex, no anything. Like I don't know what it is. Like I just like it over here. The second I touched down over here, I was like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Like for real. But yeah, we just working on a couple records, doing all types of shit like that. Like
Better. But better.
Most people think that my little sister is my older sister, not because of appearances, but because of how much smarter she is than me. She's quick-witted, master's degree, kind of the glue of our tribe. I'm constantly finding new and creative ways to piss her off. Even when I get on her last nerve though, she's always front row at my shows, and that means the world to me.
Amazing.
Jeez.
Amazing.
Jeez. So you forgive me?
He's not anymore.
You forgive me?
Because you gave $1 to a man with a cup on a stick after you almost let my YSL wallet and my laptop get stolen.
Did you hear her when she asked me to watch her stuff?
No, because he wasn't there.
I didn't hear.
Literally, you came up the steps. I get on the phone.
Did they get stolen?
No.
God was in the venue. It's good.
No, it was my God. My God was in the venue.
Look. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't actually. I probably heard and said yes, but it's just because I'm a people pleaser and I want to say yes to everything. I apologize. I really, if it would have gotten stolen, I would have been devastated. I'm glad that everybody gets stolen. I'm sorry. I'll buy you a drink.
I just bought you a drink. That just gives these backsies.
Thank you for coming to the show. I love it. Where are they still on the phone?
No, they hung up because they're angry.
At me?
Yes, they're livid. Neither of your other sisters will be showing.
Well, guess what?
The doctor ordered some sushi.
Neither of them came to the show, so they're actually not really very good friends and sisters anyway.
So, I didn't tell AJ. I told him I was just gonna go sneak off and get a cup of coffee.
This is my manager, Bryce. This guy is my twin. We met in college and he's been my biggest supporter ever since. He's from Georgia and runs a painting business down in Atlanta. Truly a wealth of knowledge, always showing me ways I can be more strategic and resourceful. We kind of got a Drake and Oliver in the early years kind of thing going. Faith is a really crucial thing in what we do. Even though he's Christian and I'm Muslim, we make a habit out of sharing our outlooks and finding ways we can learn from each other rather than poke holes in each other's doctrines.
Actually, what I did was we found the print shop. Hey. And we had a sign made up. Come on, let's pick it up. My guys. Dude, how'd it turn out, bro? Bro, y'all made me so happy today. This is for my boy Amjad, bro. He literally quit his job to start his music career. And this is his first show. And so we're trying to support any possible way we can. This is the American dream, doc.
It's the American dream, brother. Somebody's gotta live it, dude.
Why couldn't it be us?
This is my band, Hay Fever. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but we're f***ing awesome. It's kind of like punk mixed with hip hop. The most fun I have all week is hanging out with these guys. They're all so talented, I never cease to be amazed. We really try to thread the line in between old school grit and refined production. Yo, Ski Man, what are you saying to me?
What am I saying?
This is Tarek. Tarek is basically the man. He and I met in college. He was in jazz band and I was a degenerate. He's the designer and CEO for his fashion brand called Juice. He's constantly in the studio putting together some fire. And on top of that, he's a madman on the bass, which he plays in Hay Fever. He and I are constantly mobbing around Brooklyn getting into some nonsense. Think Kanye and Virgil circa 2013. This dude's too much.
Weren't we having practice on Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday, yeah.
I'm at work today.
Okay, yeah, no, I was actually going to ask you about tomorrow, what you're doing tomorrow.
I'm supposed to link up with one of my friends. He invited me to go to some burlesque show. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna go.
I'm a God-fearing man. I can't go to a burlesque show.
You've been to Deluxe though.
Yo,
The same thing.
yo, bro, Deluxe last week that's a once in a lifetime experience.
Some of the times when you go to the C and A, but like when you go do and then just repeat it, so like stays on
the C
like,
to A.
Hey, Bubba.
What's up, man? Good to hear from you.
This is Dan. When I was back at the College of Worcester, I used to drive down to visit some friends at Oberlin, which is where I met Dan. First off, this dude is like a legendary opera singer. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. And then I come to find out he's also a sick drummer. So a little while back when I was starting Hay Fever, I begged him to come and join. Lucky for me, I convinced him. This guy is a straight up solid dude from West Virginia. He's also the only guy I know in New York City with an above ground swimming pool in his backyard. Crazy.
Sorry I couldn't answer your calls today. I was just working and shit.
Yeah, you know, I'm unemployed, so I completely just call people at any odd hour of the day. That's kind of
That's completely fine.
that's my thing. That's my thing now.
I love it.
Question: Did you watch the music video?
I've been trying to watch it. I
Okay.
just can't get it to work.
I need to give her notes back on it.
I kind of already assumed that you gave her notes without my input.
I could never. Can you just watch it tonight and I'll circle to you like tomorrow about it?
like you're kind of flat there.
This is Zach.
I just wanna get a piece of your
It's high, like piece of you.
I just wanna get a piece.
You wouldn't know it from looking at us, but he's one of my oldest friends. We've been friends nearly 20 years, and we've been making music together for almost as long. In fact, I think the first time I ever saw a recording software was hanging out with him in our middle school computer lab. Awesome guitarist, sick producer, a guy who's really got his own sound. Oh, and he loves airplanes. Random, but cool. Don't know where I'd be without this guy.
processing did you do to the drums?
Actually, I've gotten rid of most of the effects. The high tom has no processing, just some EQs, compression, nothing on the overheads.
They hating, but they always try and imitate it. The plane will leave without you, gotta catch it, baby. The diamond in your eye, you know it never faded. I'll never leave your side, you got me dedicated. I pulled at the party just to wreck it, baby.
My ex said she was tired of me, I was tired of her, but nobody was me.
This is young Lazarus, my cousin, aka the legendary Geek. We grew up together in Harlem, running around the city, hooping, partying, rapping, and when we were about 18, Laz joined this band called Yoda, Youth of the Apocalypse. And in pretty short order, he was out in LA for a while doing some records, then on to Europe, London, and the fool never came back. I mean, a few short trips back and forth, but somewhere along the line he started calling bars pubs and calling cigarettes, well, you know. Man, I really love this guy. Musically, I've learned so much from him. He's insatiable about his creativity. I gotta say, I genuinely enjoy his music. A bit of a psychopath though, the type who sees no problem with staying up 3 days straight with no sleep. Me personally, I prefer a bit of a softer life.
Everything's depending on you.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
The water. The food. Survival.
Focus on making the best art.
This is Mel.
I've been this locked in. What you saying, bro?
Mel and I are friends through Laz, but we really hit it off right away. Mel is a creative director and a lover of film. The guy has got style. I love running ideas by him because he's always got good input. He's really tapped into the London scene. We're always swapping ideas about how we can blend the best of both worlds.
Right. I feel, because I haven't seen the New York scene, but like, you know, I feel like we connect now.
Yeah.
Like we got the same morals. Ethics.
Yeah.
You know, man, you know, we got the New York, London link up.
We're gonna have to do it in
Real
Harlem.
subculture. Yeah, I'm putting it to Harlem, bro.
They not ready for all that. They not ready
I know
for that.
what fitteds I'm gonna be in, bro. What kind of stuff I'm gonna be in.
Nah, we
some
gonna
style
get you.
meals and stuff,
We
man.
gonna get you right. Any final words before you set?
The Lord, the Father, the Holy Spirit, I think I got that right.
This is Frank. Frank is my partner in crime. We met years back interning at a studio in Brooklyn called Luxor. The job consisted mostly of running to the bodega to get Dutch masters for clients and mopping the studio floors. The most important thing to know about Frank is he's got one of the best voices I've ever heard. Whenever I get an idea that I need to get off the ground, he's the first guy I call.
I'm still changing this up a bit, but okay. Here, I want you to hear this.
Fire.
How'd that go, yo?
That goes hard. Fucking hate iCloud, bro.
Like, why do you keep deleting my files? Like, if I'm not in Wi-Fi, I'm fucked.
It's not helpful.
I'm your lesson nameless. No distance between them.
The way I see it, you can't have a conversation about love without having a conversation about accountability. I'm gonna look you in your eyes and give you honesty. I folded plenty of hands to get to where I'm at. I've given up so much. I've missed so many birthdays. I've gambled away moments I can't win back. I can't stop now. Friendship to me is choosing the messy truth over the comfortable lie. For those of us who understand, it's like we speak the secret language of sacrifice. Mine is a story about family, about friendship, about broken promises, redemption, and reconciliation. These are my cards on the table. I thought this was the ending, but it's only the beginning. So now, I must ask myself, do I have what it takes to be the King of Spades?
In all fairness, this was a closed letter. Promise you I wouldn't share it. I was rolling off of Molly on the night I met your parents, and I told you I was working on myself like running errands. In retrospect, the flaws I had to you were probably glaring. When you told me I'm a narcissist who's lacking self-awareness, you went into my phone, that's when I knew the war was tragic. Cause I hooked up with this artist chick on the other side of campus. I looked up to the sky cause I'm a hopeless romantic, but after everything I know I can't reverse the damage. We were supposed to spend that summer at your house up in the Hamptons. You already gave an hour's worth of second chances. You said you might forget, but ain't no way you gon' forgive. And you told me I was draining you, that ain't no way to live. I was on my last dime the night you said you had enough, so I had to borrow $20 for the mega bus. Dropped me off and didn't say a word, cold shoulder, and stared into the distance, didn't even stop the motor. I tried to hit you with a text in mid-October, and when it turned green, that's when I knew it's really over.
If I'm the one you wanna throw away, on second thought I didn't give you no choice. Flew all the way to Massachusetts, just to find out you didn't love me no more.